Yeah, I was a huge scam artist back then. Like, I used to do all kinds of, like, really good scams. Like, here's one that I used to do, and I figured this one out whenever I was, like, 16 or 17. Is, like, let's say I got an item on the auction house, right? And I didn't know what to do with it. And I couldn't sell it. I would put it on the auction house, and then I'd get on a random alder. I'd make a new character, and I'd call it, you know, like, Billy Bank or something like that. And I type in chat, you know, Billy Bank /2, wanna buy, you know, like, fill in the blank item. And, you know, if it's like, you know, Nightblade, like with the sword we were talking about earlier, oh, want to buy Nightblade. And I would say that I wanted to buy an item, so I created an artificial demand, and then somebody would buy the item, and I'd say that I wanted to buy it for more than it was on the auction house. And so somebody would buy it, thinking they're going to make a quick buck, and then as soon as I see that my auction sold, because I'm refreshing the auction house, then I just log off and delete the character. You know? Fucking idiots, dude. And I did that shit all the time, man. I was like, that was... And like, so that was like age 16, you know? Like, and, yeah, I just deleted... I'm so mad! They type in chat and they try to sell it again! Oh, it's so funny! I don't know why. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm actually laughing, man. That shit was hilarious. I used to scam people in vanilla by putting blacksmith hammers inside carefully wrapped presents and told people to contain a listing separate. Thank you. I remember this one. So this is even better. So there's this guy, right? And he would start selling these fucking plain mails in trade chat. He would start selling these plain mails in trade chat. And what he wanted to do is it was like a lottery. And he said that some of them said that you were a winner and it would say how much that you would make, right? And people would buy the plain mails from him on that as that certain name, right? Because it would show like the seller of the mail. And anyway, he would sell these mails on the auction house. And what I did is I made a second character, and that character, I remember those? Yeah, I remember that. And I made another character that used an alt code instead of like an I. It was like the I with the little slash, you know, the comma, right? And it was a slashed I. And I started putting up the exact same mails, pretending to be him, impersonating him, saying that every single one was a winner, right? And then what happened is everybody was trying to call this guy on all of his fucking money because he was trying to, what do you call it? He was scamming them because he said, oh, I wasn't making these, you know, this wasn't me making these winning letters. And they're like, well, how's it not you making them? It says you in the name, right? And so they're getting pissed off at this guy, and they're getting mad at him. And meanwhile, I'm just getting paid because nobody even fucking knows it's me. And I'm getting all this money, and this guy is getting exposed. Everybody's hating him. People are reporting him for a scam for Blizzard, and he ended up stopping doing the entire fucking lottery because I was making fake letters.
I have a very special guest for you tonight.
I made like 100K off that idiot. Guy was a fucking dumbass, man.
Yes!
Why is grass green? Because of photosynthesis. And it absorbs because the sun is actually green. It's our eyes that have like a different perception of the sun. But the sun is actually green, and so like because plants need the sun to so its biology was a while ago. Sorry, I have to remember all this. Plants need the sun to they absorb the electrolytes from the sun because it's what plants crave, and they can use those electrolytes to grow green. And a lot of people don't know this. The only people that know this is China, because China actually went to the sun. U.S. went to the moon. China went to the sun. How'd they do that? They went at night, so it wasn't as hot. Sorry, I couldn't finish that. I couldn't finish that. I almost did it. There's too much. Substance saying what the hell? Yeah, this is... How many of these have I fucking gotten? I forgot I have these things for reminding me. Enjoy the bits. Western Pants, thank you very much for the bits. Appreciate that. Regressive Nerd, thank you very much for the bits. Appreciate that. Equipment, thank you very much for the bits. Appreciate that. Party, thank you very much for the bits. True. People just come for the first time ever doing about 100 million people that have some probably 5% for the first time ever in their stream just surfing and they don't know. I know. This is insane. What the fuck, dude? Holy fuck, Raptor. Yeah, I can talk really fast. Okay, listen, all you thirsty hookers, leave my man alone. This little picker. Honestly, Asmon loves my cheeseburgers, so keep your filthy claws off him. Also, Asmon, I have bad news. CPS tried to take our boy, so I have to make a choice. Eat him or have him live with a stranger. I did what any good mother would do. I ate him, but don't worry, I'm pregnant, baby. I'm due anytime now. Your nectar is strong, my love. Marry me. Who the fuck is Jenna? Thank you for eating our child. Now I don't have to pay child support. Thank you. Okay, I love you too. There we go. It's perfect. That's, you know, it's a love story. What can I say? Asmongold Bill. Whoops. All them damn whiskey. Thought I'd give you some gold. Went hunting the other day. You were in my mind. I really want a buddy to go hunting with. Maybe some other kinky shit too in the woods. I spent all my damn copper on a new hunting rifle, and I'll be generous, give you some copper. Maybe next week we'll take my truck down to the woods, shoot up some shit. Maybe blow some shit up too, brother. Let me know. Okay. I can't wait to... Wait, I don't even want to say that. I don't want to type that. Okay. Looking forward to hunting with ya, Bill. Alright, there we go. How about that? We're good. If you want me to break down mice right now, I guess I will, okay? So let's see, what are the brands? Okay, so there's the Microsoft basic brand that your mom bought you at Best Buy, you know, for like $29 whenever she thought that you were a gamer because you played solitaire once, okay? That's, you know, really kind of a low quality mouse, and I would not recommend those. I would not recommend any baseline Microsoft mouse. You want to look at Razer mice, okay? Razer mice are basically, it looks like they got made out of cheap plastic that came from a third world country. And whenever I see any sort of a celebrity, you know, or any sort of person that's supposed to have like their own clout advertising a product, I assume it's because the product is bad and they have to piggyback on somebody else's success or trust, because people don't necessarily trust them fundamentally, right? And I'm not a big fan of Razer mice. I think that they're shitty. I used to have one and it stopped working. I had a Razer keyboard also that also still works. Razer keyboards are really good if you want to keep your whole family up whenever you're playing video games, because they're so fucking loud that you can hear them across the house, okay? Like, Zach has a Razer keyboard, and whenever we're over at his grandma's house and we're playing late at night, he actually has to tap quietly on his keys because of how fucking loud they are, okay? It's ridiculous. Now, Razer mice, though, are the problem. I don't know if the keyboards could be really good, but the mice are not very good. I wouldn't recommend them, okay? You don't need a Razer Naga, okay? This isn't Mists of Pandaria, it's Legion. You can play most characters with a garage door opener, and if you really need that many buttons, you can move up to a Super Nintendo controller. Now, if you want to go over to Logitech, okay, Logitech, I've said this before, too. Logitech, all of their mice look like they're alien spaceships from Star Trek. And I feel like that's not really what I want. You know, like, it'd be different if it was like, you know, the Enterprise or something like that. But, you know, it's not even like the good guy spaceships. It's the bad guy spaceships. Like, if I look at them, they've got all these little moving parts, and it's like, oh, is this where the laser is supposed to go, right? And I don't understand why they do that, because it makes me feel like I'm going to break them, you know, honestly. Because I see it with all these, like, weird pieces all over it, and I'm like, geez, if I touch it or drop it in a weird way, you know, it's going to explode. And, that's why I don't buy the Logitech mice. Now, SteelSeries, the mice are, it's quite solid, right? This thing right here, I guess this is their logo. I think that's kind of stupid, you know, but it's okay, though. And also, in case you ever forget what mouse, what mouse it is, it says right here, SteelSeries, okay? And so if you ever forget it, it has it right there on the side. And the good thing about that is that they're wasting power by making sure that you consistently can read their logo on a place that you don't even look at. So that means that instead of giving that power to a tribe in Kenya or something like that, or people that actually need power because they don't have any electricity, it's, you know, to power their water. It's basically being used for you to be able to read SteelSeries at any time that you want. Okay, so it's perfect. It really is. It's a great mouse. And that's what I would recommend right there, is SteelSeries. Yeah. Nice high road? What do you mean high road? Who's high roading anything? Like, I'm just sitting here talking shit. If anybody is gonna... this is the lowest road that I could go in. I'm just sitting here talking shit. What's your most sought after obtainable item?
Girlfriend.